A lot of reasons that I like The Mandalorian. Now, this could change. We're only 3 chapters deep. There's one coming on Friday. I eagerly await it. All this could flip, and this show could become a disaster. It could bring in all of the bad things that the Disney trilogy has brought us so far. But as of now, at this point in time, the show is doing a fantastic job at entertaining people. And I gotta say, it's doing everything right. It's putting fans first. And that's why you're seeing a lot of blue-hair Puritans go crazy and flip out on it. We've had several videos on that of them saying, he's racist against droids. The show hates whammons, all that stuff. They're going nuts on it. But the fact remains that it's highly successful and highly popular, at least at this time. So much so that it has now dethroned Stranger Things as most watched original streaming series. Now, I don't quite know where they get these numbers. This comes from a service called Parrot Analytics, but it seems legit enough for Sci-Fi Wire to talk about it. So we're going to go ahead and go with it. Now, I think this is true. Star Wars is a huge cultural phenomenon. That's why Disney wanted it. Plain and simple. That's why they wanted it. They thought it would print money. Turns out you have to do things right. And that's what they're doing, The Mandalorian. They're finally, maybe, I don't know, turning the ship around. Like I said, we still have a few chapters to go. But as of now, I think they're doing a good job. And they should be commended. I have faith, at least a little bit, that the show is going to stay the course. But we'll see. It also proves a lot of things to me. That people just want good stories. People want a fun time. And they're getting it here. When you take out all the agenda, when you take out all the trash, you get stuff that's good. This show seems to have put story first and then sprinkled a few check boxes in there. I don't really mind that as much as long as the story comes first, which it should. This is why anime is doing so well, because anime puts story first. Thankfully, it seems like a lot of the attacks on anime has died down, because I think a lot of people are realizing they can't do anything. It'll be a minute. Don't worry. I'm sure people will be looking for the organs and some of those big-chested anime characters soon enough. But nonetheless, back to The Mandalorian. It's dethroned Stranger Things, which is really significant. That was a pretty big deal for a minute. I think it's kind of winded down, but there's some interesting stuff on this, so let's go ahead and go through this. Never underestimate the power of Baby Yoda. Less than 2 weeks after its debut on Disney+, The Mandalorian has become the most watched television series in the U.S. across all streaming platforms. Now, I think this is very telling that Star Wars, people still want good Star Wars. And I think that, if you can provide that, there's been a lot of word of mouth on how good this show is. And I think that's drawing people to it. I think people are hungry for it. I'd be really interested to seeing how well Jedi Fallen Order has sold, because that game has been getting a lot of praise too. I've given a ton of praise, and I think that the sales numbers are going to reflect that game. I think it's going to be a big hit for EA, and this just shows you, if you do things right and you treat fans with respect and give them what they want, they're going to show up. You spit on them and you tell them they're women-hating istophobes. You sit down and you watch this. You watch this Last Jedi and you love it, you istophobe. They're gonna the backlash is gonna be strong, and you're gonna lose a lot of money. Anyway, the flagship launch series for Disney's nascent online streaming service has ended Stranger Things' 21-week reign as America's most in-demand digital exclusive series, according to Parrot Analytics. For the first week of November 17th through 23rd, the hit series based in the Star Wars universe garnered 100.3 million demand expressions, the firm's measurement unit reflecting the desired engagement and viewership of a series weighted by importance. Netflix Stranger Things, now in its second place, received 81.2 million demand expressions last week, followed by DC Universe's Titans with 71.2 million. And let's be clear, Titans debuted Nightwing's costume, I think. I have been watching that show. I'm waiting for it to I'm not going to buy DC Universe, so maybe I should I want to sail the high seas for it, but I hear Titans is really good, so I like to support stuff if it's good. So I've been kind of holding out for a physical release and then maybe getting on it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll make it. Maybe I'll get maybe I'll get the DC Universe app just so I can watch that show and maybe do some reviews on it because I hear it's really good. But anyway, here's the stuff right here. You see Mandalorian at the top, Stranger Things going down, Titans going down. The interesting thing on here I saw is Game of Thrones is dropping. Looks like that final season really hurt them badly. I also think that Mandalorian might become one of the most pirated shows of all time. I don't know if it can overtake Game of Thrones throughout all the seasons, but it would be interesting to see nonetheless. Either way, a lot of people are talking about it, and I think that it really does show. Just give us good stories, and we'll turn up, and we'll support you. Stop giving us garbage like Rise of the Skywalker. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a complete trash fire. By the way, it's finished production, if you care. Apparently, it's wrapped over the weekend. I don't know how much I believe that, but maybe it's done. Almost missed the mark there. Still working on that movie, reshooting it until literally a month before it comes out. But whatever. This show is at least good. We'll see if it remains the course. But as of now, it's paying for Disney, as I'm sure they're getting money hand over fist in subscriptions for this show. And people are probably keeping their subscription for the service just for this show. So there you go. Just wanted to share this news. I'm happy to see that the show's doing well because so far it's really delivering what people wanted in the first place. Imagine how much money you could have made, Disney, if you had just made what we wanted in the first place and not thrown Luke into a toilet and flushed him down like a turd. Anyway, like and subscribe. Give me your thoughts. What do you think about this? What are you thinking about The Mandalorian? Are you surprised that people are pumped for it, that it's actually now the most watched digital show, that it's beating Stranger Things? Let me know your thoughts on that. And that's pretty much it. Remember, comments and likes really help videos, so make sure to support the channel by giving me your thoughts and a like. And that's it. Make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that, and subscribe if you're new.